After our most successful year in the regular season, the Ottawa Senators, we were on fire, had a great year. We enter the playoffs. We take care of the Boston Bruins in round number 1 in year 8. But in the second round here, we fall to the Tampa Bay Lightnings. I mean, they're a star-studded team. 54 wins, 22 losses, 6 overtime losses on the regular season. But they eventually went on to win the Stanley Cup. So it's a quick recap and checking out what happened in the playoffs here. Let's go check out the playoff tree. So where are we? On the right side there. We took out Boston in 7, lose to Tampa in 6. Tampa wins versus Pittsburgh in 7, takes down 6, takes the doubles out in 6, and then goes all the way to Game 7 versus the Calgary Flames in the finals. So the Calgary Flames, I mean, they gotten better. The Flames gotten better. Sweeps Edmonton in round number 2 as well. They were 8-1 going into the conference finals. That's incredible. But it's off to the offseason now, and our cap space is gonna get tight here. We're gonna have to figure out how to make it work, and it looks like the Los Angeles Kings, shout out Mackle, my boy Mackle Goat, favorite team. He got the first overall pick this year, but we don't have a top pick this year. We were pretty good, so I think we only have our first round pick. But let's simulate. Let's check out the retired players here. Patrick Kane calls it quits as he retires on the Washington Capitals. Steven Stamkos, Ryan O'Reilly, Mark Scheifele, Jonathan Huberdeau, John Carlson, Mark Stone, Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad's kind of young, 36. Same with Mark Scheifele here. Radulov calls it quits. Gallagher. A lot of good players calling it quits here. Any goaltenders. And we got Jake Allen retiring, who ended up playing 700 games. Not bad at all. Let's continue this simulation here. Steven Stamkos now going to be a head coach. But I don't know. The cap is going to be interesting. I'm not 100% sure on who we have to sign. Let's kind of take a quick look here. View contracts. It can be an expensive year. So I think we're on to this year. So yeah, Ferland, Montgomery, and Stutzle. We have to sign all 3 of them. And Eric Brandstrom. Brandstrom's going to want 10 mil. Okay. We have 11 mil in cap space. Stutzle, 12 mil. Montgomery, 13 mil. Ferland, 14 mil. Oh, we're going to have to say goodbye to some players here. And I'm thinking Tim Stutzle might be have to go. Tim Stutzle. I don't think we can sign Tim Stutzle. Brady Tkachuk also wants a contract. 8 mil. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made on this team this year, and it's going to be tough to hold everyone. Malkin's getting paid a lot. Who's our big money? So Langenbrunner, Chabot. You know what? If we can move Thomas Chabot, I think we should do it. We need to clear up that $11 million. He's getting a little bit older. Brent Clark. Huxley's on a pretty friendly deal there. Malkin's a bit expensive. I think, okay, so I got a game plan here. We got to get rid of Chabot. That's first. Chabot is the first thing we got to get rid of. Bluin's on a great contract for the next couple of years. Fedoruk wants a contract too, though. Fedoruk, okay, it's a cheap contract for Fedoruk. A good backup goalie for that cheap is going to be very good. But let's get into this draft. We'll figure it out later. NHL entry draft. What are we going to do with Thomas Chabot? I say we just, we try making the trade right away. So let's try finding trades, see what we can get first for Thomas Chabot. I mean, I like Chabot. No one wants him. Okay, no problem. We're going to have to do this manually. So offer trade. I'm going to look for a trade for Thomas Chabot, and I'll catch you guys when I find a trade. I'll bring it back. And it looks like Boston wants Thomas Chabot, and they're willing to give up this defenseman. I would make this trade for Pasi Santala. I mean, defensive defenseman fits right in on the team. We don't have a defensive defenseman. So, I mean, if we can make this trade happen, Chabot for Santala, I would make that trade and trade accept it. So, Chabot is off the team. Anything else we can do here? 12 mil, Langenbrunner, 6. I mean, he's worth it, though. He had 100 and some points. So, I mean, he's another one of those good players. Brady Tkachuk has no trade value. It's going to be hard to offer him an extra contract. Malkin, Cody Glass, we're not going to bring back. Anyone else here that we can potentially save a little bit of cap space on? It's not looking like it. We got a lot of these 1 mil deals, but let's finish up this draft here. Let's simulate to our pick. First pick for my boy Mackle Goat. You guys get a new medium elite sniper. Enjoy that. We'll simulate the first couple picks here. And the second pick, a good defensive Boro, 76 overall medium elite. Vertanen. Looks like this falls off really quick. So interested to see what we can get here. Interested to see. C-, A+ wouldn't be bad. 18 years old. How long till no report on this player? That's not good. Another A+ league there, A+ league there. So we have our choices here. What do we want our first round to be? I mean, if we get rid of tkachuk, we got to bring another tkachuk back, right? It's only fair. Jack tkachuk, Hugson, Lapalinian, or Timlander, Timander, Frederick Timander. A defenseman. I don't know if I want a defenseman. I feel like I want to go Tiro here. Tiro Lapa. I do like the word the name Tiro Lapa. Tiro Lapa, welcome to the team. And you are a top 9 sniper. Whew. Did I miss out on anyone? Hugson's not that good either. Timander's not that good. All right. So the draft is not the greatest this year. We can say that for sure. This guy wouldn't be bad. Actually, Trent Whitney. Having trouble speaking. Gem or bust? Any gems available? No gems either. Wow, it's a tough draft here. But I'm gonna go with Whitney here. Trent Whitney. I mean, nothing special. I don't even want to make these picks. They're not even worth it. So if I can try trading them away. Whoops, I went on trade block first. Draft picks, select, find trade. A 4th and a defenseman. Not really. 5th and a 6th. Lundqvist. A 4th and Dudas. Butcher. 4th and 7th. 4th and Aspirin. 4th and 7th. Z Jones, whoever that is. A 5th and a 7th next year. 4th and Diliandra. A 5th and a 7th next year honestly might just work. 4th and Janmark, no thank you. 1 year left. A 4th for this year, next year, I wouldn't mind making that deal. 4th and 7th, 4th and Sveshnikov. 5th, 4th, 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 5th and 7th, 4th and 7th this year. Ryan Murray, yeah, that's not happening. I'll just take a 4th and a 5th. Or 4th and 5th and 7th, sure. I just don't want to deal with it this year. Let's add both of the... Let's add all of our picks here. What about this? 2 fourths? Anyone want 2 fourths? A 3rd next year. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. A 3rd. Can we get better than that? Kyle Clegg. We'll do the 3rd. Accept trade. 2 fourths for a 3rd. And we'll simulate to our next pick. We'll try to see if we can get a bust or not a bust, a gem here. Sim 2 pick. Here we go. Come on, let's see. Give me a gem here. I'm just gonna go for whoever scores a lot. 13 and 35 is the best. Okay, that's a goalie. I'm like, someone has 1,000 assists. I think our best bet was someone up here. Yeah, this guy. Holden Popovic. Welcome to the Ottawa Senators. And you are a low top 9. Let's auto draft the rest and get into the bulk part of this episode, which is going to be how to keep the Ottawa Senators together, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough here. I'm not going to lie about this. So let's get into the re-sign stage. We have 44 mil. Okay, so we have more than I wanted. More than I expected, actually, I should say. Okay, so how do we want to play this? 5 years would probably work best, because then he's 26. If I can't sign him, he's still a restricted free agent. So then I can go, I can get him for like 13.75, a big deal. But I don't know if he'll accept that. Montgomery's definitely a must. We want to bring Montgomery back. Same kind of deal for him. I want to go 5 years. See if we can get him a little bit cheaper than what he wants. It's going to be hard to keep all these guys under the salary cap. And now, advance a day. Okay, Ferland's back. Stefan Ferland, he's our franchise player, 96 overall. We need him back. And Montgomery is also back. So we got 2 big contracts out of the way. Now we got to make room for Tim Stutzle, Brady Tkachuk potentially, and Eric Brandstrom. Even if they all want an $8 million, we can afford it. That's the crazy part. Xavier Bouglet, I mean, he wants a small deal, but like, he's not bad, but it's tight around here. I'll try getting Bouglet. Hindi, another one. He just hasn't cracked our roster. Another good player. Okay, let's start with the bottom. I gotta make these deals. I gotta try signing Stutzle here. Okay. Stutzle. How do we go? Okay, unrestricted free agents. Here's my restricted free agents. So do I need to sign any of these guys? Don't need this guy. Does he want to be in the, you know what? Qualify. Hindi. Qualify for now. I can't afford. Qualify for now. Qualify for now. Actually, if I qualify, then I probably should have qualified all those guys. Now that I think about it, that wasn't a smart idea. Unrestricted free agents. Okay. Tim Stutzle. I would love to have you back on the team. Just not at that price. How do I do this? How do I Coach Julio? What do I do here? Stutzle, he's an Ottawa Senator. You got to bring Stutzle back. What is Brandstrom on again? Wow, guys. I would rather Stutzle over Brandstrom. 2 years. Is 2 years even going to work? Okay, let's go 3 years for Stutzle. 11 mil. Think he accepts that? I mean, I don't think he will. Advance a day. Okay. Stutzle says no. We got to get Stutzle back, though. I mean, for 8 years, I can lock him up. 4 years? 4 years is probably my best bet. 4 years. That's a big contract. Please stay yes. Stutzle is back. So we got Tim Stutzle, Stefan Ferland, and Chuck Montgomery all to come back. Now we have 9 mil to work with. And we're going to lose a lot of depth here. We're going to lose a lot of depth for sure. And I just don't think there's anything we can do about that, quite frankly. Like, we kind of just, we lose them. But we can bring back either Brandstrom or Brady Tkachuk. Brandstrom wants 10 mil. I can't offer him that. Even if I go like 2 years, he won't accept this deal, I don't think. Maybe 1 year I can get him. Tkachuk wants a more reasonable deal. If I go 2 years on Tkachuk and bring it down, I'm going to have to say bye to Brandstrom. I can't afford. He's not going to accept that. Can we get him at 7.8? Tkachuk, you got to give me something here, buddy. Restricted free agents. We also need to bring back our goalie. After restricting free agent, I have no qualify RFA. I got no choice. Advanced day. Oh, Tkachuk. Tkachuk. Just like this year in real life, you're very difficult to negotiate with. But I can't afford Brandstrom, so I got no choice but to try getting you. 2 years at 8 mil. Tkachuk, please. Okay, Tkachuk is back. We got Tkachuk back. Brandstrom, sorry, we can't afford you. Before we advance here, let's go to main roster. And then make sure we don't have any prospects we need to sign here. Don't need. None of these guys. Low top 9. We'll bring them in. Play in the AHL. medium top 9. Or that was low top 6, sorry. Wow, we're going to be saying goodbye to a lot of players here. I do want to make sure this goalie comes back, though. That's a high priority for sure. 2 years. You have unsigned players. Once you reach free agent, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Rome will be pretty good. We have good goaltenders, thank God. Fedorik's back. Osterchek's back. All these guys are back. Okay. I think we had a little bit of damage control here. Obviously, losing Brandstrom was not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. And where is Brandstrom going to be in here? He was very good for us. Let's go here. Unrestricted free agents. Schneider. Where's Brandstrom? There he is. He wants $11 million for 5 years. It just never was going to happen with us, unfortunately. I love the guy. Wish him nothing but the best. This guy's an unrestricted free agent? Who drafted him? What are they thinking? Mikhail Malikov? I mean, he hasn't been amazing, but superstar X Factor, you could put him as a restricted free agent, get some first round picks for him, but damn. We're not going to be able to afford anyone here, so we kind of just have to look to see if we can find any potential steals. Low elite, eh? Low elite for Dempsey? No, he wants a one-way deal. Can't give him a one-way deal here. Medium top 6, medium top 6. A little bit older, these guys. Nothing there for me. A high starter goalie. I mean, that Drummond? AJ Drummond is a pretty good backup goalie if we didn't have one. But yeah, there's nothing we could do at free agency, unfortunately. I don't even know what to... Let's look at the team here. I'll just simulate. I'm going to simulate till next season. Oh, this was a tough offseason for me. A lot of things had to go, and we had to make a lot of moves. But if we're looking at our team now, just checking them out in a trade, we're basically at that salary cap, and we got a lot of expensive players here. And Phil Pitt, his contract ends this year. So we got some moves to make here. It's going to have to come down to, do we want to pay Langenbrunner 12 mil? I think we do. I think we got to keep Ferland. Montgomery's a big contract. Stutzle's a big contract. Brandt Clark, we might have to just downgrade. Might have to downgrade him. Malkin, 81, 5 mil for 3 years. I don't think it's going to work. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments when what we got to do with this team, because there's some moves that we have to make here in order to stay under the salary cap. It's going to be a tough and interesting next season, but I'll see you guys in the next season when we check out the lines and everything. And, of course, slow sim like that first game of the regular season. 2 years here. We got a little bit of a different team, but our top 6, our top 9 is still out of this world. Morale, everything. First line left winger, we got the German stud, Tim Stutzle, 91 overall with the +5 up to a 96. Stefan Ferland, who we just offered that monster contract to. I mean, I really hope it pans out. And then Damon Langenbrunner, who I think out of anyone is probably the most safe after Ferland, just because look at his points. I mean, he scored 68 goals in his first year with us. So definitely a guy I want to keep around. This will be his make or break year, though. The playoffs didn't go too well for him. Second line, we got Phil Pitt, who wants a contract this year, so we're going to have to figure out how to make that work as well. Bob Huxley, who's on a very nice contract, if I do say so myself. 4 years at 6.7 mil. I mean, for his caliber, 89 overall. And then Xavier Bouglet back on that second line. I don't really know what I want to do with that second line. I kind of want to put... Actually, Langdon would be better there. I want to put Langdon there because he's 19 years old, 83 overall. I mean, I want to grow him. He's got 2 years left and $1 million. So I do like that a little bit more. Bouglet's a little older now. And the third line, we're going to break to Chuck there. So it's kind of like he's the most expandable, but we'll figure out what we're going to do with Tkachuk. He's going to be playing with Bouglet and Timothy Tarasov. And then on the fourth line, we got Ridley Gregg, Shane Pinto, and then our boy Tiny DeMaio, who was an absolute stud in the playoffs last year. Defensively, we got Brandt Clark and Chuck Montgomery coming off that huge extension. Alexander Malkin and Matthew Hindy, Wesley Garvin, and Passy Santala. Passy Santala? I like the name. Get me in the Christmas spirit, you know. And then our power play, as per every year, I mean, it's filthy. +5, both lines. Stutzle, Ferland, Langenbrunner, Montgomery, Langdon. And then we got tkachuk, Huxley, Tarasov, Malkin, and then Brandt Clark. Penalty kill, another good unit. Phil Pitt, Shane Pinto, the two youngins. Well, I guess Shane Pinto's a little bit older now, but, you know, Chuck Montgomery, Matthew Hindy, and then Bob Huxley, Brady tkachuk, Santala, and then Brandt Clark on the second pairing. And then in nets, we got Bluin, who's grown to an 87 overall. Fedoruk up to an 84. Definitely happy we have him for the next 2 years. After that, we definitely have to trade him because there's no way we can afford him. Maybe a restricted free agents. But that's the team this year. I mean, it's still good. We're still a damn good team. Let's simulate to the regular season here so we can get that first game done. But I think we have a good chance to win the cup this year, and we got to win it soon because our window is not very big, especially with all these cap spaces. We're going to lose players quickly. And the first game is the Battle of Ontario, the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Ottawa Senators. Simulate game. We're in Toronto in the Air Canada Center. Can we get off to a good start? 1-0, road to 82-0. First period, and we score 5. That's 5 goals in the first period. We got one from Timothy Tarasov, a power play marker from Langenbrunner, another power play marker from Bob Huxley. They answer back with Willie Nylander, but our boy Tiny DeMaio gets one, and Xavier Bouglet. All the lines are in the scoring. I like to see that. Second period, Brady tkachuk adds one. They get one from Ryan Poling. But, I mean, that first period, it basically won us the game. If we lose this game, series is over. We're done. We're doing a Toronto franchise mode. And Ilya Mikheyev scores. They get a power play. Can they make it 6-4? No. They're out shooting us here, though. So, I mean, we got a good shooting percentage this game. 4 minutes left. Can we score one more? Give us one more. Empty netter or something. And we can't get one more. We take it 6-3. A statement game. Bouglet 3 points, Brandt Clark 2, Timothy Tarasov 2 assists. I mean, what a start. You know what? One more game can't hurt, right? One more game can't hurt. You know, we're on the road to 82-0. Might as well start off the year 2-0. First period, for the first time this year, we are trailing as Tarasov gets another goal. Second, oh damn, Fedoruk. Was Fedoruk in? Wait, I want to see. Was Fedoruk in the whole game? Fedoruk, not a good start for Fedoruk. 5 goals on 27 shots. Langenbrunner does score here, and we need 3. We need 3 goals here. Can we get the 3 goals? Come on, boys. It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it, boys. Come on, put on the pressure. We got to go 82-0, not 1-1. It looks like this one's over. We fall 6-2. Fedoruk has a really bad game there. But that's going to be the episode, guys. Let me know what you think about this contract situation. How are we going to make this work? I mean, Phil Pitt wants a contract next year. Do we say goodbye to Brady tkachuk? I know Tim Stutzle. What do we do with him? Do we keep him around? We got a lot of moves. Alexander Malkin, I feel like we have to keep him around since we just got rid of Brandstrom. But we'll figure this all out in the next episode. Comment what you guys think. Coach Julio and I are out. Have a great day. Peace.